cuts the game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so
just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they ended with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Noah Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Montgomery back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes able to complete this to Chenault. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Trey McBride.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here we go. 2nd down and 7.
Play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To Chenault on the slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man. That's Lazard. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Second down and goal. Allen. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air as they have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Mahomes. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, Giants! Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Able to find Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Allen. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jacobs. will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Justice Hill punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Barkley.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller from a yard out. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Mahomes firing complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man. That's Lazard. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Lazard taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Now the ball comes loose, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.